Hi, so it's Mike and Jonty from Official Xbox 360 magazine, and we're here at the deliciously ghetto Wimbledon Stadium for a bit of dirt showdown banger racing. Now, Codemasters has laid on a load of really decrepit-looking cars and set up a track, and they're going to make us, against the advice of friends and family, go racing. So it's you versus me. What do you reckon your chances are?
Well, the cars they've got actually resemble the kind of cars I have owned, and in fact most of the cars I've owned are actually in worse condition than the ones that they're using. So I did fancy my chances until we saw the actual guys who provided them, who are proper banger racers, did a few rounds earlier on, and that was really terrifying to watch, and there were some really spectacular takedowns, so now I'm just a bit scared.
Jonty might have the most experience with cars that burst into flames at the mere mention of a Euro NCAP safety test, but I've been doing my practice as well. Dirt Showdown sees rallying take a back seat in favour of full contact demolition racing. I've been putting in the hours in a pre-release version in preparation for our little contest. Alright, so this is the kind of thing that we're going to be racing in / buried in. Seems to have all the modern safety features like a seat and wheels. What are your first impressions, Jonty?
It's a fixer-upper, I think. Oh no, here comes
the bus.
This. What you can hear over there is the special bus with the huge dent in it where the Jeep went into the back of it earlier on. So
that really is. I mean, I don't know if it's fair to describe it as the short bus, but it's certainly a little bit shorter than it was before. I like the exposed engine at the front. It's lovely.
Yeah. So I'm actually shaking a little bit. I can't work out if that's cold or just terror.
With Jonty sitting on pole position, I had it all to do from the start. My two objectives: 1, chase him down, and 2, try to avoid becoming a big crimson smear down the side of a battered Ford Transit.
Being in the lead was much more stressful than I was expecting. The only thing the banger crew had left in my car was the seat, the steering wheel, and the blood of the previous driver, so I had no way of knowing what was behind me. Mike could have struck at any time.
Having already slipped my way past several mobile heaps of scrap metal, when Jonty ran wide at the corner, I took the opportunity to nip into the lead.
Obviously this wasn't on, so it was time to take advantage of the fact that banger racing is a contact sport.
Disaster! No time for a pit stop, so a quick wiggle of the steering wheel to check the wheels were pointing in the right direction, and I was off again, in search of bloody retribution.
Having developed a taste of blood, I wasn't about to let Mike stay ahead. When he went for a Forza-style racing line at the next corner, I went for a Dirt Showdown-style racing line and rammed him out of the way. Victory was mere seconds away.
I might not have won, but at least I robbed Jonty of his gloating victory lap. A classic NASCAR strategy. So, in the end, experience of ragging terrible cars beat out over hours and hours of dirt. But yeah, you must be pretty pleased with the victory.
I am pretty pleased, although obviously we will be having a HR discussion about how you've spun me out on the finish line.
It was technically your victory lap at the point when you went spinning off into the infield.
Yes, but because I went past the finish line sideways, I didn't in fact realise that the race was over. So then I went round again and got red flagged, and that was kind of a slightly more dramatic end to the race than perhaps the plans. But it was good.
Awesome. Well, yes, congratulations on your win. I expect a rematch at some point and possibly a P45 on my desk when I get back to the office.
That seems a very reasonable expectation, yes.